actually see how it's starting to trap it. See all the little crumbs there? And it doesn't let it go. It doesn't let it go until you wet it. Now, as I finish going over the floor, the one thing that you're gonna love is that it sweeps, it mops, and it dries the floor all at the same time. So as I go over this floor, look at how dry this is, by the way, and it's not dripping out on my tissue here. So you're eliminating the whole step of drying, you're eliminating the whole step of sweeping. It's great for hardwood floors.
And wait, and I gotta tell you, that's exactly what Andrew, my director, was saying. He goes, I don't sweep and then mop because I just do it all at once.
Right. Now, let's take a look at our mop head and see what we got. And this is the big problem with mop heads, right, Suzanne? Yeah. Look at all the dirt, the crumbs, the hair, it could be birth, anything. Everything sticks to it like a magnet. But instead of throwing that out, I'm gonna bring it over to the bucket. That rolls, it's included. And what you wanna do is just wet it. When you wet it, all the crumbs and the big particles fall off into your bucket. Because it's so saturated, it let goes of the big particles. But to wring it out, all you do is just pull up on this handle here, and you squeeze the dirt out and away to the, look at all the dirt in the bucket.
Oh, that's so, you know,
it's
that is deeply satisfying now.
Very satisfying. Here's a side view. Now, we call this our easy squeeze technology because all you do is touch this handle here, and you pull it up. Here's a back view. You can see how easy that works. But I also like the fact that there's a channel over here. If you want to direct the water where it goes, you can direct the water where it goes.
Oh, got it.
But here's the big deal. Look at my mop head. I'm back to a clean mop head.
It looks fantastic.
Now you can go, you know, over the next floor. If you like, I would dump out that water and use fresh water for the next room. Okay. And I want to show you how easy it is if I can. So I brought dirt from my backyard in New Jersey.
All the way from New
All
Jersey.
the way from New Jersey.
There's nothing better than Jersey dirt.
And there's nothing dirtier than dirt. Here's real dirt. Sometimes it happens.
And this is salt, it's sand, it's dirt, it's grass, it's the muck, it's the leftover snow, rain.
There's no right or wrong way to do it. Take a look how clean that mop is. I'm going to hand it over to you.
Oh, I'm doing this.
If you don't mind, if you like to try it.
We're doing it all at the same time. Okay,
first time. You never had this in your hand in your life, correct?
So just scooch.
This is your kitchen.
Oh, it even feels different. That's so funny.
You're going over your kitchen.
And you know what's really crazy? It's super lightweight.
Super lightweight.
Wow.
It's drying the floor. It's cleaning the floor.
And look, I'm not slopping water. Wait, oh, look at this part. Am I going too fast, Andrew? I'm like, this is so lightweight, I forgot to slow down. I was like, well, let me just
give you more mud.
Give me more mud.
I got more mud.
I dream of more mud.
You know, sometimes it happens. The dog brings in the mud.
You guys stay right there. Look what happens, guys. I'm not scooching it. It's picking it all up. And I'm not leaving and just pushing water around.
Right. And the floor is dry. How about that? Now, before you wring it out, I want to just show the camera what you caught. Look at the dirt here. You see all that dirt? That's real mud that you just picked up. And I'm just using plain old water. I'm going to just dunk it in the bucket to show you when you wet it, all the dirt falls off. You see how the dirt stays in the water? I mean, in the bucket, falls off. Now, when you pull it up here, try. I want you to see how easy it is to wring, if you don't mind. You just pull it up.
On it.
Your hands are away from the dirt. You can use.
Oh, it's incredibly easy.
That's all you need to do.
You know what's so funny? I thought it was going to be so much heavier.
No, it's not so much heavier.
It's really
now, I have a bucket full of soap over here. You just push it down, there you go. Okay. And I want to show everyone that you can use it in soapy water or detergents. You know, if this mop head gets a little bit too dingy, all you do is put it in a bucket full of maybe a little bit of bleach or your favorite detergent. You pull it up, you wring it out, and you're cleaning it out. Look how nice and clean that is with mud.
And how long will each head last approximately?
They're going to last you at least 2 years, and that's being generous. Per head.
Okay, now remember, you're getting 2 heads, so that's 4 years where you never have to buy a wet wipey thing. You're not using that nasty old mop. And here's what I love. You're not slopping water around. This is really revolutionary. That is completely different than anything I've ever seen nor expected when it comes to mopping. It's something we all have to do. We hate doing it. Let's make it lots easier. All right, in the red, how many do I have left in the red, Rick? Just real quick. All right, guys, there's 70 left in the red. And the blue is the most popular at this moment. We have the gray, we have the turquoise. Remember, you're getting the bucket, 2 of the mop heads, that's basically up to 4 years. I think once you get used to the mop head, I get it why you did the sponge. The sponge, how many times a day do you wipe down your countertops? This is going to be unbelievable for your countertops and wiping down. Oh, I'd love to use this on my shower door.
Dusting, windows. I'll show you the demonstration in a moment.
Great, okay,
but remember I told you I wanted to save this demonstration for you? I challenge challenge you to find a mop that can pick up this much liquid. Maybe the toilet overspilled, or maybe the tub overspilled. Look as I bring it back. Look how dry that floor is. You see that?
That's crazy.
And it's not dripping out on you either. So if the spill was across the room, you're not leaving a trail, you know, along your kitchen. So I pull it back to absorb. Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
That's because of the material. It's not a regular sponge. Now again, to wring it out, you bring it right over to your bucket, you hold on to that handle, and when you wring it out, you clean it out. Now, Suzanne, why not let that powerful vacuum action go to work for you? Here's a rug. You have a pet by any chance?
Yes, I have two.
Sometimes they make a boo-boo.
They're annoying.
Well, if you have a rug, you take your super absorbent, you push it right down on that rug. And I'm not saying it's a stain remover, but it is a great first line of defense. There's my spill.
That's
and I'm gonna bring it right back over to this black floor, just so you can see the contrast. That's why I have the black. There's that spill that I just picked up. Watch this, gone. So, and without the dripping. So it's great for spills. It's great for doing your regular floors. But how does it do with the caked on, baked on, like your tile and those kind of floors? Let's talk baked on, caked on.
And pet hair, how does it do with pet hair?
I'm gonna show you in the next demonstration. In fact, no kidding around. Best pet mop you'll ever use, and I'm not just saying it's the best, because it picks up pet hair like a magnet, and you could use chemicals like bleach and ammonia and your favorite detergents. By the way, you seen how this is caked on here?
Yeah,
and look in the grout lines there. I put some dirt, because this not just gets the cake in the baked on, it gets in those grout lines. Now you could use just plain old water, or you could use your favorite detergent, like I said. Yep, and if you want to, you can flip it around and use the other side. Now let's talk about the pet hair and dusting. I'm gonna bring it over to this floor. Here's a typical hardwood floor. Let's say you come home from work, you want to do a little dusting. Just make it a little wet. Look how it just grabs that. I mean, this is powder to simulate dust, but it picks up dust and powder, and it doesn't leave any kind of wet mark. Now, if you go like this, and you go along your baseboards.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
That's where the pet hair hides, right or wrong.
Oh, everything hides in the baseboard.
Let's see what we caught here. Can the camera see that?
Oh, there's tons of pet hair.
Tons of pet hair. It's gonna pick up that pet hair like a magnet. I'm just gonna finish cleaning my floor just to do a good job. And I wanna show you, even if you have a ton of pet hair on here, all you do is bring it over to your bucket, you wet it.
So we don't have to pick the pet hair off of it?
No, just by wetting it, all the hard stuff falls off. Then you pull up on that handle, and when you wring it out, you clean it out. And I like that it gets really flat and narrow. So if I come over here, take a look. I have some dirt. Maybe you're going around the kitchen table, right? Right. The kids drop Cheerios or whatever. Well, but if you get into a situation like this, you make it narrow, and I can actually get in there. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, right
so
in
behind
the
toilet,
behind the toilet, good Lord.
Yeah, you can go like that. And if you want to get underneath, let's say your bed or some furniture, it gets very, very low.
Okay.
So you can put it like this, whoops, and get right underneath.
I'll still get all the dust bunnies.
Yeah, that's where all the dust. Let's see what we pulled out of there.
There's a lot of dust. Thanks for doing that. The crew's very happy you did that.
Free of charge. So now I want the camera, if you can, to see that hair on there too, because I'm promising you, as a pet mop, it's the best.
Okay, guys, update. The red's going to be gone in about 2 seconds. Okay, how are we doing on the turquoise, the gray, and the blue? I will tell you, again, I'm with you. I've never seen this, or maybe you have. I've never seen this mop before. It's the first time I'd be able to present it. It is completely different than any other mop out there. I have to tell you, it works amazingly well. I get why he added the 3 handheld. I have the most annoying glass shower doors that collect everything. That's going to make it easy breezy on it. Will you explain that too before we run out of time? Because I immediately thought these 3 handheld units would be awesome.
Yeah, they're actually designed not just for cleaning, but for dusting. Now, the first thing that you'll love about these HandiSponges, and you do get 3 of them, is let's say you have a spill on your countertop. Look how it just picks up that spill, just like it did on the floor, and it doesn't drip out on you. So it's really great for spills, and it's also equally great for crumbs. You know, when you cook, the countertop's always crumbs. That's what those little windshield. Now, if it could do this on your countertop, imagine what it can do on your floor. Now, let me show you the technology behind it. I'm gonna put a little bit of soy sauce right here, okay? I'm gonna wring out my sponge, and this works the same way for the, see how clean that is. I'm gonna pick up that soy sauce. Now, when I put it into this bowl, watch this. If you could get an overhead shot, it'd see it a little better. Watch how it starts drinking up the liquid. But when it hits the dirt, it starts to release it. So when you wring it out, you clean it out, you're always cleaning, and that was soy sauce, though it stains, always clean with a clean sponge. How about if you have a spill on, let's say, your car seat, or your couch.
Yeah, sure.
Use this super absorbent sponge to pick up that. How about the windows, the walls?
And the windows is what I want to know.
Check this out.
I'm thinking of my shower doors.
Okay, I have a mirror here.
Okay.
I say when you do your mirrors, this is the only time I would ever say use a chemical. It works better if you use a window cleaner. Okay. Just watch the before and after. Typical, I mean, do you hear that? Yeah. It doesn't leave any streak marks, and it's always squeaky clean because this is not a fabric. This is a material that doesn't leave lint.
And it's not a sponge either.
Now
I think it's interesting. We call it, like, don't trust me, it's not like a sponge at all, you guys.
It's not like a sponge.
Even when you touch it, it feels totally different than a normal sponge.
Suzanne, when's the last time you cleaned your window screens?
Like never.
You take a little damp sponge.
Okay.
I'm using the background just for contrast.
Yeah, sure.
Just use a damp sponge, and this will clean your screens, your lanai without any problem. I'm not even using chemicals. So it's a great tool for not only that,
John, wait, real quick, buddy. Red's sold out. Let me get rid of the red.
Wow, thank you.
The gray, the light gray, which is the third one in here, I only have a couple hundred left. Here's what I want you to do. Just try it. You got 30 days if you don't absolutely fall in love with this. Andrew, my director, are you listening? He's busy directing, he says always. You are so right about this. Andrew came up to me and said, Suze, if you've never seen this mop, you're not gonna believe how cool it is. And so yes, Andrew, my director, he said, Suze, you're gonna love this mop. Yeah, this is kind of a must get. And remember, you're not gonna use any wet wipies anymore. You're not gonna slop water everywhere. You know what I like, John? You're not moving the mess.
You know.
You're literally picking the mess up.
Right, it squeegees it away and it absorbs and it lifts and it holds and it traps the dirt in. It's drying. Again, if I lift this up just to show you where I'm catching as I'm going along, you see the dirt here?
Yeah.
It's not letting it go until you wet it. It's a deep cleaning system. And when you finish using this mop head and you clean it, check this out, guys. They get hard like a rock. If there's no moisture,
this is hard, you guys.
So you just wet it and it becomes soft. You have to wet this to activate it, okay?
But here's the cool thing: there's no leftover moisture, so it doesn't get stinky and gross.
Right.
How many of us have regular mops or sponge mops and they smell? You ever start using them after you've dried and they use them and gosh, they stink so bad. You're not going to have that happen with this.
You won't throw this out
really
because
amazing.
It smells. That's for sure. Would you like to try it again real quick?
Oh yes, absolutely. And it's very surprising how lightweight it is. That really surprised me.
Look, real quick. Here's some.
Bring it.
Here's some pepper because you could see the contrast. Yeah. As you go over, look at the line. See, it's stopping it, but it's grabbing it. And then you could bring that back and you wipe that right up.
Did you see it, guys? It went away. Did you see that right there? Oh, good shot. All right, let me finish it because it's going to drive me crazy. All right,
finish the job,
let me get it done. All right, red is completely gone. Oh, you got to try this. And I'll tell you, this is one of my favorite features right there. No, right there, getting along the edge of everything.
There you go.
Love that. All right, try it, guys. If you'd like to pick it up, great time to do that. John, so nice to meet you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Now I'm no longer your mopping virgin.
No longer a mopping virgin. All right.
Well, I've mopped before, just not that easy, trust me. All right, guys, I want to tell you what else is coming up. And by the way, if you want the gray, that is the next one to sell out. So do not hang up at this point. Don't forget our first big sale of the year. It's a big weekend event we're doing. Hey, by the way, things are heating up.